Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I do hope everyone's doing well. Sure. I'm feeling very blessed. So that King of Swords like popped out and then kind of got stuck. I'm going to take it. But that kind of lets me know that somebody like wants to say something or the energy wants to come out, but it's like stuck or stopping itself. Okay, we have a King of Swords here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's see where you fit into this energy. Really strong air, extremely strong air. So either you're an air sign or this is about an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, you fit into this energy as the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is one of my favorite cards. This is about truth, clarity. You were the truth, you are the clarity in a situation. Or someone has had extreme clarity about you. Now, I feel like there was someone you were connected to. You could have worked with someone. This definitely feels more like a work energy. There's a lot of pentacles here. Yeah, Hanged Man. So there was some sort of work situation that you had to walk away from. My Two of Pentacles is kind of like my two-faced card, my balancing card. Three of Pentacles is the Two of Pentacles. So there could have been a situation where you were kind of in a flow in a work situation, like things were good, you were collaborating, and then things started to feel really dicey, really uncomfortable. Maybe you felt like somebody was trying to undermine you or things got really disrespectful, and so you walked away. Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. It seems like someone has clarity about you or a situation now. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Queen of Wands. Okay. Get some more. Queen of Swords. Okay, we've got multiple people here. Past people who a lot of people having clarity on you, missing you, really sad. A lot of sad people at this workplace. Okay, well, the Fool. Okay. Really strong energy kind of, yeah, with the Death card. So you've either found your footing since leaving this place or you will be finding your footing. I mean, I see growth, I see elevation, I also see stability as well. So if you're looking for a stable job or if you found that stable job, it looks good. The King of Cups, Five of Wands, Ace of Wands. Okay. I see a lot of sadness at this old workplace. I see a lot of aggravation, a lot of fighting, a lot of disagreements. Okay, so we've kind of got the layout here. Let's pull these back now. I see multiple people missing you, missing how things were. So, okay, what? Sorry, but okay. So you know how I've talked about how on this channel, it seems like every day the general readings will kind of have a theme of like a general energy, and then they all kind of talk about different situations for the collective that are happening within that theme. With this Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles is holding on to something. It's being kind of rooted in something. My Four of Pentacles doesn't really budge. And then my Seven of Pentacles especially doesn't budge. But in this combination, this feels like pride. It feels like ego. It feels like this is how it's going to be, or this is how I feel about a situation. And I don't care if the facts change. You know, this is just, it is what it is. So I feel like there were people that maybe you used to work with who are very much rooted in a mindset or in a belief or in a behavior pattern, a way of being. And this has caused a lot of harm. This is like saying, you know, hey, I know that this coworker has been really terrible to a lot of people, but I've been friends with them for 10 years, so I'm not going to do anything about it. You know? Yeah, the Sun. Or this is the way that we've been doing things for 20 years, and I know it's not really serving us very well, but we're not going to change. We don't need to change. Knight of Swords. Yeah. And I feel like taking action on that notion, this is like holding on to something that is hurtful, holding on to something that's causing problems, that's causing a lot of setbacks or challenges. 10 of Wands, like manifesting with a burdensome person, a burdensome energy. Yeah. But like doing it with gusto. Like, I refuse to change my beliefs. I refuse to change my mindset. I don't care. Okay. So my question is, that's the energy that got them into this in the first place. Where you left, maybe other people have left. Things are not looking so good. So what has changed things? Because that's what I'm seeing here, is this feeling of like, okay, Temperance in reverse, the moon. Okay. Okay, it's like finally being honest about a situation. Yeah. So the Temperance in reverse, the Temperance is balance. If my Temperance is upright, that's a great energy. That's like, we're good, we're balanced. It's a very strong energy of things being set right. Temperance in reverse is basically everything being unbalanced. Everything is wrong. And then we have the moon. So this is possibly even knowing what the source of instability is and pretending like you don't know. This reminds me a bit of like a cult-like energy. It's like you kind of know that things are not right, but you refuse to be honest about it, or you refuse to see it. With the Seven of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Death. It's like finally saying, okay, you know what? This isn't right, or this person isn't right, or this situation isn't right. The problem is like the longer you stay in this energy and the more you allow the harm to be done, the worse you feel about your... This is very much reminding me, I don't know if you were at a workplace where it was almost like a cult-like kind of energy or mentality or way of being or loyalty to a certain person who wasn't a great person. I heard they stopped drinking the Kool-Aid, whatever that means. This could be a person's Kool-Aid. This could be a ideology, a mentality. Knight of Pentacles. And it took a long time. Four of Wands. Okay, we have Seven of Pentacles. Four of Wands here. Hierophant. Okay. Hanged Man in reverse. So it feels like whatever this workplace was, this isn't everybody. So I feel like there's certain people who are still like not budging, but there's certain people who are. The Four of Wands in the Hierophant once again is like strong. It feels kind of cult-ish. I don't know if you had a workplace where people were just kind of like cult-like, or there was a certain person, or some sort of workplace culture of just like blind obedience or blind acceptance or acquiescence. Four of Pentacles, yeah. Oh my gosh. My Four of Pentacles can also be like an iron grip. Magician with the Ace of Wands again and the Fool with the Five of Wands. This is also kind of like allowing someone to do whatever they want. And if somebody says like, hey, like I think this person shouldn't have total authority, or hey, you know, maybe we should take a second look at this person, people being like, no. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the High Priestess. But it's like the cracks are starting to show. And so now we kind of find ourselves in this situation at this old workplace where you walked away, other people probably walked away, but I see multiple people who are like really tired of this energy or really tired of the situation, and they know what's up. King of Cups, yeah, Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Like they know it's either a person or a group of people, or there's something at the heart of this workplace that is causing the problems, right? I wager to say it's a person. We do have that King of Cups. So once again, people understanding that there's something or someone at the heart of this workplace that is like basically causing all the problems. But there are people who are like super loyal to this person or to this place or to this thing. Yeah. Hermit and the 201. Exactly. Oh my gosh. This like reminds me of like... Did you ever read the book Big Brother? Or, I think it was... Why am I blanking? Fahrenheit 451? If anyone remembers in the comments what... It's like a classic book that talked about Big Brother. But essentially, the philosophy of the book was to deny the evidence of your own eyes and to believe whatever you're told by those in power. I know that's like kind of intense, but I'm getting some sort of workplace where that was kind of the case. And it's like, what am I going to believe my own eyes? Am I going to believe my own, am I going to believe the evidence? Or am I going to believe this Empress, possibly? Ace of Swords. And I do feel like there's people who are like, okay, like we can't just... And that Seven of Swords that came through. I don't know if there's someone who's like, everyone else is always the problem, I'm not the problem. Or they always kind of twist things where it's not their fault, it's somebody else's fault. Nine of Swords. Hanged... Yeah. And once again... The Nine of Swords is like an intense anxiety. The Hanged Man in reverse is sort of seeing things from a new perspective. And if you look, in the upright, this person is stuck in this net. In the reverse, they're able to free themselves. So there's people at this workplace who could be realizing that they've stayed very loyal to someone who is not a good person, who's caused a lot of problems, who's maybe lied to them. Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Oh my gosh. Six of Pentacles is being given something, but it's also accepting something. This could be given a narrative. This could be given witness or false witness. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's multiple people who realize that they've made a lot of choices or a lot of actions or decisions in a workplace based on somebody's word or somebody's narrative that was false. Someone who is kind of like at the heart of a lot of problems. This reminds me of an energy that'll come through. It reminds me, do you ever like watch a movie where throughout the whole movie there's like all this like chaotic stuff happening, and then at the end there's kind of like this plot twist to show who is the culprit all along? I'm imagining, you know, the old Scooby-Doo movies where they pull the mask off and kind of show who the monster was the whole time? This person could... Especially if this person seemed really nice or, you know, could put on a good face, could butter people up. Wow. It's like the mask coming off here. Justice, Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. I don't know. I do feel like there's some people at this workplace who like genuinely are not like terrible people. There's somebody here who was either some sort of mastermind or just really easily manipulated people or really skillfully manipulated people. Because these people are realizing now that they potentially like screwed over a lot of really good coworkers, especially once again, if you or multiple people had to leave. They screwed over a lot of good people by listening to this person or staying loyal to this person. And I think that's where a lot of that sad... Ace of Swords. That's where a lot of that sadness is coming from. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. And there's people who are done with this. Like, they're done with it. I don't know why it took so long for them to figure it out. But they're here now. Page of Swords. Moon. and the Knight of Pentacles. I think that the difficult thing about this energy is, once again, this didn't come out of left field. I feel like these people saw this person screw people over time and time and time and time again, but it's like this cult-like energy of like seeing that things are wrong, but just not wanting to believe it. And so you're not believing it for the longest time. And I don't know if they personally have experienced this person coming for them now, or things have just gotten so dire and so difficult that they really have no choice. Especially, once again, if you left this place, if multiple people have left this place, there's really no one else to blame at this point. It's like it might have just gotten to a point now where this person is just kind of knocked out all the competition, and now they're just the one that everyone's looking at. Like, well, all these people that you blamed are not here, and we're still having problems. It's just you. And people are talking about this. The Sun, 7 of Wands. And I just see a lot of regret, because I feel like people are recognizing, like, oh my gosh, the collective, whoever this person tried to blame in the past, whoever was a scapegoat of the week. I just heard scapegoat of the week. So I feel like this person always had somebody that they were coming after. And that's, I think, where there's like a heavy sadness for anyone who's here. Maybe this is like higher ups, or I don't know if it's like board of directors, managers, supervisors. I see a lot of sadness and guilt because they realize, like, we hurt a lot of really good people for this person. And there could be some karma kind of being dished out at the moment, but it almost kind of reminds me, talking about the Scooby-Doo reference I just made, I feel like these people have pulled this mask off this person multiple times. Or like they've been told, like, hey, like so-and-so is the monster, like so-and-so is the problem. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because they told me. It's an energy that doesn't give me a lot of satisfaction, but at the very least, I do feel like finally these people are like opening their eyes. But this is why, you know, especially if you find yourself in a work situation where it's kind of like this cult-like kind of energy, I would really proceed with caution, because that can cause a lot of problems in the work environment. And there are workplaces like this where it's like, yeah, things do feel a little bit funky, or this person feels a little bit weird, but I think it took a while for these people to finally stop drinking the Kool-Aid, to finally kind of pull the wool from over their eyes, but they're here now. That's what I have for you. I hope that was interesting for who that was for. I feel like they're not doing very well either. And that's probably why they're kind of pushed to the point of being very honest about the situation. But if you're wondering if they were ever going to see things for the way that they really are, I think they are now. All right, that's what I have for you. I do hope that was useful, and I hope that was interesting for you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, details on how to do that are down below. But thank you so much for being here once again. Until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.